Hi, everybody. How are you today? Oh, for those of you who remember the episode I did on rainbow dancing or rainbow dancers, I have a picture for you. The rainbows are filling my living room right now, so I thought I'd sit here and chat with you for a bit. Um, I have good news, and that is that the spring has come to the urban sanctuary. And while all of these pictures are not from my backyard, a couple are from Highland Park, it sure feels good to be in springtime here in Rochester. And so I just wanted to talk about that feeling, that breathing feeling of the earth. Do you feel it? Take in a deep breath for a minute. Just inflate your lungs, pull your diaphragm down, let your rib cage expand, and exhale slowly. Breathing is something that, of course, we all take for granted. And when we think about it, sometimes it becomes labored because we're not used to thinking about it. Um, it's kind of like it is with the spirit being around us. I think it's God is always here, but then we think about it and we get all tripped up by that. But most of us, many, unless you've really studied carefully, think that the lungs expand. Well, the lungs don't expand as much as it is that the diaphragm underneath the lungs pulls down, and then that creates a vacuum for the air to go rushing in. So when that happens, we take in this deep breath, it's because a vacuum has been created and it sucks in all of the air. Trivia from a singer, I know. And the rib cage provides the container, the framework for that to happen. I'm curious and interested in exploring with you what the container is for the spirit. Is there a container? How do we form it? I think of it as a chalice, and some of you have heard me say, "Oh, if something big is happening, it's too big. My chalice can't hold that." That's when I've reached my limits and I need to share it with someone else. But it's the incoming of the spirit, often created by a vacuum, not a bad vacuum necessarily. Spirit comes rushing in when I give it space. When I clear out space and I have some way to open up for the diaphragm of my spirit to pull down, and the spirit comes rushing in. Sometimes it's out of need if I'm hurt or upset, and a vacuum or space is created by the upset. Sometimes it's through intentional meditation. I try to open myself up so the spirit can come rushing in. This metaphor fails, however, this image, because the spirit is always here and it is always indwelling. So maybe it would be better for us to think in terms of our awareness of the spirit. When those things happen, either creating a need or an intentional meditative state, we are creating a space for our understanding, our experience of the spirit to deepen, for that experience to rush in on us, because the spirit's already there. It's like our mind is catching up with our body. That ever happened to you? Sometimes it does with me. I'll have a physical reaction to something, and then I'll have to kind of quickly scan my body or my brain to figure out what is it that I'm feeling. I feel that way around injustice, as some of you know. If I walk into a room or I'm in a situation and there is injustice there, I feel it first. And I've learned over time to scan the environment, scan myself. Where is the injustice happening? How do I keep myself safe here? I think, and I think all of us do that in one way or another. When the hair on the back of our neck stands up, we know something isn't right. Well, it's kind of the same thing in this case. Our the spirit is always here with us, but our awareness of it changes. And we can either do that intentionally, or it can happen as a result of life experiences. What does all of this have to do with spring, you ask? I'm not sure, except I know that it feels to me as if I am more aware of the earth breathing, of new life starting. I'm feeling a lifting of the weight. Maybe it's related to, COVID numbers and vaccines. Maybe it's related to just getting out of the house more. Maybe it's related to world events. I don't really know. I haven't been able to scope that part out yet. Right now, I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling the sunlight. I'm watching the rainbows dance. I'm getting outside into the warm temperatures, and I'm feeling the urban sanctuary calling to me. So I invite you today to be mindful of the Spirit, how we make room for that in our lives, and how it fills us all the time. But sometimes we have to sharpen our awareness. So what are you going to do to sharpen your awareness today? Are you going to sit quietly? Are you going to engage in some activity? Are you going to go outside and just appreciate what's happening? What are you going to do today to help you become aware of the Spirit filling you up? That's it for today. Thanks for joining me for the Prayerful Pause with the Pastor. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of both South and Downtown Presbyterian churches here in Rochester, New York. And this is just a small amount of time every day for us to carve out to think of something greater than ourselves. So I thank you for being here. I look forward to the next time we're together. And until then, God bless. Be careful, wear your mask, get your shot when you can. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.